Hi guys, and welcome to this pick a card tarot reading where we're going to be looking at why you feel so drawn to this person, so connected to them, why you feel so attracted to them. Is this like a soulmate? Is this connection going somewhere? Is this more something where you're meant to learn something from this person and then move on from them? Kind of what's going on in this connection. For all of my returning viewers, I want to say thank you for your support, whether it be through liking, commenting, subscribing. It really means so much to me, so thank you. If you are new to my channel, thank you for checking this video out. And consider subscribing. I upload videos like this 2 to 3 times a week, so if that interests you, then feel free to stick around. I really quickly just want to give like a quick message about this topic. As a lot of you guys know, I am obsessed with pick a card readings. I watch them all the time. I kind of have a hard time reading for myself sometimes just because I'm worried that I'm not being objective enough or that I am just telling myself what I want to hear. So I love getting like an objective viewpoint or an objective like point of view just to kind of contrast what I'm telling myself, if that makes sense. And like a lot of people, I got into tarot because I wanted to know about love. And when I was 20, I was in a relationship and I'd never been in this kind of connection where you meet someone and it just feels like you've known them forever. It was that kind of thing. We were together for maybe 3 months, not very long, but we decided to end things mutually because we just didn't really have that much in common. But even after we ended things, I still felt really like connected to him. And I convinced myself, my 20-year-old self, that he was my soulmate, that we were meant to be together, and that I felt this connection because he was going to come back and we were going to have like this really happy life together, and that he was my soulmate basically. And I would interpret any signs, things like that I was getting to be like what I wanted them to be, if that makes sense. And when I would watch videos like this, like why do you feel so attracted or so drawn to this person, I would have an idea in my head already, like he is my soulmate, like duh, that's why I feel drawn to him, like he's my soulmate, obviously. And if I would watch the reading and even if it resonated, but they were like, this is not your soulmate, this is like, this person is not coming back, I'd be like, okay, well that was totally wrong, did not resonate. Next one. And fast forward 2 years later, and he is definitely not my soulmate. I just was infatuated at the time and was able to kind of convince myself of certain things. So what I mean to say with that is just be open to alternative perspectives. A lot of us are very intuitive people and we kind of can feel things. And so it's 100% possible that if you feel this connection really deeply and you really feel like someone is your soulmate, it's 100% possible that that person is your soulmate. But it's also possible that you might be like me and be kind of misinterpreting things to line up with a certain narrative. So if you are getting, I guess my point with that is just to be open again to alternative perspectives. Be open to the possibility that you're wrong, because I definitely was not in the past and it took me a long time to figure it out. And I'm not at all trying to say that if you get like a quote-unquote negative reading in this video that that is 100% the truth. I think it'd be very arrogant of me to assume that I can give every single person a very accurate view of their situation. And of course, if it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it fit your situation. What I am saying is just be open to seeing different perspectives, or be open if you do feel very strongly that something is the case, be open to the possibility that it's not, and be open just to kind of different messages coming through. That's the only thing I wanted to say. I hope that made sense. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so that long intro being said, we have 4 piles to choose from today. Again, the topic is why do you feel so drawn or so attracted to this person? Pile number 1 is the Tarot of Sexual Magic with a blue calcite stone. Like the name suggests, the Tarot of Sexual Magic is a sexual deck, so if you're under 18 or if you don't want to look at sexual images, then don't pick pile 1. Pile 2 is the Pagan Otherworlds Tarot with a piece of raw rose quartz. So that is pile 2. Pile number 3 is the Apparition Tarot with this smoky quartz cluster, which recently got a crack in it, and they say that when crystals crack, they've like done their duty, they protected you. So thank you to that smoky quartz. And then pile 4 is the Moon Power Tarot with a labradorite palm stone. Hopefully you can see all the different colors in it. Okay, so that is pile 4. So feel free to pause the video if you need some more time to meditate and choose your pile. Again, the question is, why do you feel so drawn to this person? Once you have chosen your pile, or which you've kind of selected the one that's calling to you, I will put them in the timestamp, so go ahead and jump to whichever pile that may be, and I will see you at the timestamp. Ever since I started filming like this, where I don't do jump cuts, I feel so awkward, like moving the cards around. Hi guys, if you chose pile 1 or the Tarot of Sexual Magic with the blue calcite stone, then welcome, this reading is for you. Let's take a look and see why you feel so drawn to this person. Really quickly, I do just want to mention that I have been posting more on Instagram recently. If you're curious, I want to check it out. I also have private readings if you want to check them out through the description box. No pressure if you're interested. Okay. We invite any ancestors, any spirit guides, any positive energies that want to communicate with us about everyone that chose pile 1 to please communicate in the most effective and concise way possible so that we can get the most accurate and helpful reading for everyone that chose pile 1 that we can. And again, we're asking, why does pile 1 feel so drawn to this connection? What is pulling pile 1 towards this connection? Just kind of what is going on? I'm going to wait for a few cards to jump out. If it takes a really long time, then I'll pull some. But I'm going to see if any jump out first. And then from there, I'll pull some. Okay, we have 1. Why does pile 1 feel so drawn to this person? So far, you guys have the 7 of Swords in reverse. You guys have the 2 of Swords in reverse. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And let's get one more card. Why does pile 1 feel so drawn to this person? And we have the 8 of Pentacles. And the bottom of your deck is the Strength card. Okay, so you guys have a lot of swords here. Swords are air energy, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You don't have to be those signs, but those are energies that are coming through. You also have a lot of reverse cards here. Both of your swords cards are reversed, which to me suggests that the communication has been an issue here. And in a lot of these cards, these people are turning away from each other, like on the 7 of Swords card. So it does feel like you guys maybe aren't in communication, or you haven't been in communication for a while, or there's just been kind of this distance between you, whether it be a physical distance or more of a spiritual distance. Let me take a look at this. It's also interesting because on several of these cards, the man is offering the woman a flower, and she's kind of turning away or not interested. So it does feel like someone here, like one person is more invested a little bit than the other person. Like one person invested a lot more time, a lot more energy, or had more feelings in this connection than the other person. And the other person, not that they weren't interested, but the other person just they weren't as enthusiastic about it. Or they kind of needed some time to think, maybe. But you also have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. And so with this, okay, so the 2 cards that you have up right here are the 8 of Pentacles and the Strength card. The 8 of Pentacles is all about inner work, growth and development, self-growth basically. And then the Strength card is about that inner sense of strength that can push you forward. So again, in a lot of ways, the Strength card can be connected to growth and development, or kind of growing that inner sense of confidence. Like just feeling like growing your self-esteem, I guess, in that way as well. So what I'm seeing in terms of this connection is that there is a bit of a blockage with the King of Pentacles in reverse. It does feel like someone here is quite stubborn or kind of stuck in their ways. And again, I feel like it's probably you, the viewer, someone has done really all that they can do to try and push this connection forward. Like, they've been really sweet, very kind, very caring, very romantic, and the other person just like isn't really noticing or isn't really paying attention. They could be focused on other things, like you have pentacles here. They could be focused on work or career. That could be what it is, but it feels like this person is not acknowledging you for what you've done for them. This person is not, like, you have given them a lot. You've given them a lot of yourself. You've been very patient, understanding with them, and they don't really seem to appreciate you and what you've done, your efforts in that sense. So I think with this Eight of Pentacles and the Strength card, these cards are kind of encouraging you to recognize your own worth here and be like, okay, just because this person isn't seeing me necessarily for all the good things that I offer them doesn't mean that I'm not a good person. Just because this person is kind of ignoring all of like the sweet romantic things I do doesn't mean that someone else isn't going to go absolutely crazy over it. So I think with this Eight of Pentacles and the Strength card, it's kind of encouraging you in this moment to kind of detach from this connection. So again, I feel like some of you haven't talked to this person for a while and you're still thinking about them because you're just like stuck on this connection a little bit. And this person, I feel like if they think about you, it's more in the sense of, wow, I love how into me that person is. And that can be quite a harsh thing to hear, and I've definitely had readings for myself when something like that has come through, but it feels like this person is more interested in the attention from you and like all the sweet, kind things that you've done for them rather than you yourself. And so with this Eight of Pentacles and the Strength card usually comes up in relationship readings when you're kind of being asked to move on from the past, specifically to move on from an ex. It's not a card that suggests that someone's going to come back. It's not a card that suggests that that there's going to be an opportunity to rebuild things in the future. It's more a card that promises you that you're going to be able to work through these difficult feelings. You're going to be able to push through this pain and come out on top, come out a stronger person. So what I am seeing from these cards, again, is I feel like you gave this person a lot and this person didn't recognize that. They didn't see you for all the great things that you have to offer. And so these cards are encouraging you to be like, you know what, just because that person didn't recognize that does not mean that you're not a beautiful, kind, intelligent, funny, sweet, romantic person that pretty much anyone else would be overjoyed to have. It's just this person was focused on other things. This person might be a little bit focused on themselves, a little bit selfish, a little bit stubborn, and they were never from the beginning they were probably never going to give you a relationship. This person had their mind elsewhere, and so even though you tried to woo them, you tried to do things, no matter what you did or who you were, it would never have been enough. It's not you the issue here. The issue is not you. It is this person and like their kind of mindset in relationships. They almost have this like they are the king or the queen bee, and they get all the attention and they have a hard time kind of reciprocating. And I feel like that kind of dynamic, when you really want to impress someone, that could be why you're attracted to this still, because you just want this person's validation. You want the validation of this person that you're good enough for them. And the answer here is that 100% you're good enough for them. This person is just too focused on themselves to notice. So you're kind of being asked again to move on from this, to kind of develop that inner sense of self-worth, so you don't have to look for your self-worth in this other person and project your self-worth onto them, but be able to find your own worth and your own validation in yourself first and foremost. Because this person, honestly, I feel like you're a little bit too good for them, and you have good things coming with this Strength card. You're just being encouraged to kind of move on and move past from this connection. I'm going to pull you a few cards from this deck just to see what comes through. Why does pile 1 feel so attracted, so drawn to this person? This is the Romance Angels Oracle deck. If you're curious, it's also in French. Sometimes people ask. It is in French because I used to work in Paris, so I bought the cards when I was there. So if you're curious, that's the deck. And okay, we have chemistry. You're feeling a strong magnetic attraction. A lot of these cards also, the people are in bed. So this could have been a very sexual connection. Maybe you had feelings and this person didn't. And you were hoping that you could kind of entice them to have feelings. But this person, again, their mind was just elsewhere. And it's nothing to do with you. It's just because this person is like focused on other things. You have let go of your ex. The time has come for you to purify your energy. And let's get one more. And you have forgive and learn. And liberating the past, you can live more fully in the present moment. So again, you're really being asked to let go of this person, because this person, I feel like you're kind of wondering if you're good enough for them. You're wondering like, was I hot enough? Was I good enough? Like, you know, just kind of stuck in that mindset. And it's like, you know what? It's not even a question of, are you good enough for them? It's like, are they good enough for you? And there was a really strong chemistry between you, but I feel like this person just never had the intention to develop feelings. And this person, again, they kind of get their way all the time, and it was like their way or the highway. This person was not really in the place for a relationship. And again, you're being encouraged to let go of this relationship, to move on onto bigger and better things, and to be able to find your own self-worth in yourself and recognize all the great qualities that you have, because you have them. And maybe this person made you feel less than, or made you feel like you don't have those qualities, but they're within you. So finding those qualities, again, feeling good about yourself, and again, finding that validation and self-worth in yourself instead of looking for it from this person, is kind of what you're being asked to do. And forgive and learn. So forgive this person. Obviously don't hold any grudges or anything like that, but kind of just move on and kind of try to, again, purify your energy and focus on bigger and better things coming in the future. So that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose pile 1. I hope that was helpful or provided clarity or insight. If it did resonate, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe if you want to. No pressure. I'm sending lots of love and light to you guys. Again, if you're interested, I have private readings in the description box. Sending lots of love and light, and have a great day. Hi guys, if you chose pile 2 or the Pagan Otherworlds Tarot with this rose quartz, then welcome. This reading is for you. Let's take a look and see what is attracting you to this person, why you feel so drawn to them, so connected to them. What is going on in this connection? We invite any ancestors, any spirit guides, any positive energies that want to communicate with us. Though everyone that chose pile 2 to please communicate in the most effective and concise way possible, so that we can get the most accurate and helpful reading for everyone that chose pile 2 that we can. Again, asking why pile 2 is so drawn to this connection, why they feel so attracted to them. What is like the pull to this relationship for pile 2? Wow, you guys are getting cards right away. I'm going to shuffle a few times, see if any cards jump out. You're already having a few jump. If we don't get 4 right away, I'll pull some, but I'm just going to give it a little bit of time. Okay, the first card you guys had come out was the Star reversed. Also, just to mention, I've been trying to post more on Instagram. If you're curious, I've been posting card pulls and mini readings and things like that on Instagram. You can check it out. I also have private readings if you're curious in the description box. Okay, you guys also have the Hermit. What is attracting pile 2 to this relationship, to this connection, to this person? You have the 10 of Pentacles. And let's get one more. And you have the Ace of Swords. And the bottom of your deck is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, a few things are coming through right away. Well, first, just to mention like zodiac signs that are here, you do have Aquarius, Virgo, and Leo with these cards. You don't have to have those signs, but those are just things that are coming through. Okay. So the first thing is kind of calling to me here is that you have the Star and the Queen of Wands reversed, and then you have the Hermit and the 10 of Pentacles. So the Hermit is like directly walking towards this 10 of Pentacles, and the Hermit's whole thing is that he's looking for something, like he's seeking something. He is on this journey, this path, and he's chosen to go on his own so that he can more easily or more successfully look for this thing. And what he's directly walking towards in your spread is the 10 of Pentacles. So this to me suggests that you're someone that's really looking for stability and happiness, especially with love, the Ten of Pentacles is often a marriage card. It's a happy family card. It's a card of just kind of having all that you want with a family. So with this, the Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles, that to me is suggesting that you're someone that's been looking for this happy, stable connection, this family relationship for a really long time. With the Star and the Queen of Wands, also the Star reversed, the Star when it's upright represents hopes and dreams, getting what you want, having your dreams fulfilled. When it's reversed, it can represent kind of the opposite, like not getting what you want. So again, maybe you've been waiting and hoping for this stability and love for a really long time, or do you feels like a really long time and you feel like it's just not coming. You're like, why is this not happening? Like when the Star is reversed, it's like those things that you're trying to manifest not coming into your life. So you're like, why am I trying to manifest this, but I keep getting the Hermit? Like, why do I keep trying to get love and I keep getting by myself? So you also have the Star and the Queen of Wands in reverse. I apologize for any noise in the background. I'm not sure if you could hear it. I'm not sure if it's picking up, but I think my brother is making breakfast. So with the Star and the Queen of Wands in reverse, with these cards, to me, both of these cards when they're upright are cards of confidence, of attractiveness, of just like kind of being the center of attention. Like Queen of Wands is Leo energy. So the Star is Aquarius energy, but it's like literally called the Star. You know, it's like the Star. It's like the center of attention, the star of the show, the person that like is drawing everyone's eyes in. Sorry. You guys, I always apologize for noise, but it's more for me because I get really distracted. I am like the most easily distracted person ever. So I'm just gonna wait for a second. I'm gonna pull you some cards from this Romance Angels deck while my brother finishes whatever it is he's doing out there. And then I'll continue what I was saying because I lose my train of thought so easily. You guys, I have a lot of fixed signs in my chart, so I like doing things my way, and if I can't do it exactly my way, I have a hard time. I'm trying to get better. So I'm going to pull you some more cards for pile 2. Why do they feel so drawn to this person, so attracted to this connection? I'll try to remember to put a timestamp so you can just skip through this part if you don't listen to me shuffle. But basically what I'm trying to say with these cards is it feels like you are drawn to people that are really boisterous and are like the center of attention, people that other people notice. Like you are drawn to like the Star, you know? And I feel like you are not those things. Like you feel like you are the Hermit, like alone, shrouded in this cloak. Like you don't have the attention, or you can't get the attention that other people can get. And I feel like you're projecting that onto other people. Like you have those qualities within you. You're just repressing them with the Star and the Queen of Wands reversed. Like you have that Star quality. You have that magnetic, charming allure. You have that really attractive personality and look. Like you're very physically attractive, and also in terms of personality, your personality is very attractive. But I feel like you feel like that Hermit, and you're repressing those parts of you that are really attractive to other people and that really shine. And I feel like this person with the Star and the Queen of Wands in reverse, maybe this person is really like popular, really attractive, and you feel like this person is that way. You feel like this person gets a lot of attention. You feel like this person like is the Star in that sense, and you feel like the Hermit. But what this is trying to show you is that you have those qualities too. You're just repressing them, and then you project them onto other people. Then you think that you don't have them, but really you do. And so I feel like that's also partially why you could be showing up as the Hermit, because it's like you have these qualities, like you have what it takes to have the Ten of Pentacles. You don't have to keep looking for it. Like for example, if you're like in my own life when I was younger, I was super insecure and I was always like looking for like the beauty product. I don't know if this makes sense, but I was always looking for like the lipstick that would make me look beautiful, or like the mascara, the eyeliner that would like finally make me feel good about myself. And it's like you don't, like it's already within you. Like the beauty was already there. I didn't need the mascara and the eyeliner to bring it out. I know that's super corny, but that's kind of like the energy that I'm getting from this. Is like, I feel like you're looking for these qualities, and I feel like that's kind of why you're drawn to this person, because this person has qualities that you're looking for, that you feel like you need to have that Ten of Pentacles. You feel like you need those qualities. I feel like you just, with this Ace of Swords too, it's like you want something new in your life. You want like a new love life, but you also kind of want to present yourself in a different way. And I feel like you're looking for different qualities, and this person has these qualities that you're looking for, but what's actually attracting you to this person is that you have those qualities in yourself and you're repressing them. You also have the Star reverse and then the Hermit upright. So the Star upright is one of my favorite cards. It's a card that represents hope and also manifestation. The Hermit is also a very spiritual card, but it's a little bit more of like a lonely or desolate card. So I feel like you are a very spiritual person, but it's coming out in kind of like an interesting way at the moment. It's like, I almost feel like you're almost like manifesting you being alone, if that makes sense. It's like you expect to be alone, you expect people to leave you, you're looking for this 10 of Pentacles, but it's like you're keeping yourself in that lack mindset where you have to keep looking for it because you don't expect to find it. Like with this Ace of Swords, it's like you constantly are looking for that next thing because you don't think that you can find that stability. So it's like you constantly are looking for something new, but which is kind of in odds with this desire for stability. Like you want that, but you're also looking for new things because you don't think that any of the things that you have are going to give you that stability. So in general with this connection, I feel like it's meant to kind of wake you up to the fact that whatever you're like attracted to in this person, whether it be like you think they're really attractive or whatever it might be, like you have those qualities in you already and you just kind of need to bring them out in order to allow them to manifest a little bit. If communication is an issue, I do see more communication coming with this person with the Ace of Swords. Communication could have been an issue in the past with the Star because that is air energy, it's reversed, so that's communication. Communication could have been unbalanced in the past, like one person, trying to reach out more than the other. Why does pile 2 feel so drawn or so connected to this person? You have it's definitely them. You've already met the romantic partner that you're looking for. You have chemistry. You are feeling a strong magnetic attraction. And then let's get one more. I know I reshuffled these. And then you have attract your soulmate. Prayers, affirmations, and visualizations will help you to attract your soulmate. Okay, so again, you are a very spiritual person, and I feel like you are blocking yourself spiritually right now. It's like you are blocking yourself from getting what you want, whether it be through low self-esteem, through just feeling like it's not possible. Like what you want is very possible. It's within your reach, but you're kind of stopping yourself from getting it. And this connection is kind of meant to make you wake up and be like, look, you can have everything that you want in your life. You just have to kind of align your thoughts and your actions with what it is that you want. For example, if you want this connection, but you block them on social media and you won't contact them, it's like, how are they supposed to contact you if you've blocked them? And how do you want to move forward if they don't have a way to contact you? Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. So this is kind of meant to make you wake up and realize that if you want something, 100% you can have it. And also that in a lot of ways, what you want is already present in your life. You're just repressing it. For example, with this It's Definitely Them card, maybe you've already met this person and you've kind of moved on because you feel like it's just not the thing, or maybe, you just feel like it's not possible, so you keep looking for something new. But the thing is, it's like you keep looking, and because you feel like nothing is possible, you're going to keep looking for a really long time. So this is kind of meant to make you wake up and think about how you're perceiving yourself, perceiving your situation, perceiving what's going on. Because again, the way that you're perceiving yourself and your situations are blocking you from getting what you want. So there's actually, I think, a lot of hope for this connection. You just kind of have to change your mindset and the way that you're looking at yourself in this connection to be able to bring it to you. But this is meant to kind of wake you up and be like, okay, actually, I need to kind of shift my mindset a little bit so that I can actually enjoy my love life and enjoy this connection for what it is. So that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose pile 2. I hope that was helpful or provided clarity or insight. If it did resonate, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. Again, if you're interested, I offer private readings in the description box. Once again, thank you for watching and have a great day. Hi guys, if you chose pile 3 or the smoky quartz crystal with the apparition tarot, then welcome. This reading is for you. Let's take a look and see why you feel so drawn to this person, drawn to this connection, what is going on. I really quickly just want to mention that I have been posting more on my Instagram lately. If you're curious, I've been doing like card pulls and mini readings over there if you're interested. And I also offer private readings. If you are curious, the link's in the description box below. Okay, let's jump into your reading. We invite any ancestors, any spirit guides, any positive energies that want to communicate with us about everyone that chose pile 3 to please communicate in the most effective and concise way possible so that we can get the most accurate and helpful reading for everyone that chose pile 3 that we can. And again, we're asking, why does pile 3 feel so drawn to this person, to this connection? What is going on in this connection that pile 3 feels so drawn, so pulled, so attracted to this relationship? I'm going to shuffle a few times to see if any cards jump out. If no cards jump out, I'm just going to pull some, but I'm going to give it a little bit of time and see. Okay, you guys have the 3 of Cups. Oh no! Oh my gosh. So embarrassing, you guys. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Okay, you guys also have the 3 of Pentacles. I keep doing that, you guys. I started like, I used to film with jump cuts where I would just like film each reading and then I would stop. And then I realized that upload's a lot faster if you don't do that. And ever since I like started filming all the way through, I keep hitting the camera and I'm like, ah! Okay, why does pile 3 feel so drawn to their person, to this connection? You have the Page of Swords. And then let's get one more card. And then I will fix the camera. Why does pile 3 feel so drawn to this person, drawn to this connection? And we have the World. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, I think that's like kind of fine. And then you also have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So why do you feel so drawn to this person? The first thing that's like I'm noticing is that you have 2 3s and you also have, this is pile 3. And then you have the World and also this High Priestess card, which always makes me think of kind of distance, how this hand's reaching out across, you know, from the white into the black. So I feel like there might be like a distance between the 2 of you. With these 3s, the 3s can often represent a third party situation, whether that actually be another person or it be something like work. So it feels like there might be actual physical distance between you guys for some of you with this World card, and then for others of you it feels like there might be this spiritual distance where this person is in another relationship or focused on work or just focused on other things. You do have the Page of Swords here, which often indicates students or studies or children. So this person or you might be a student, they might be really focused on school, and that could be kind of where their attention is at the moment. You do have Pisces energy here with the High Priestess, in case that resonates with you. You don't have to be a Pisces, your person doesn't have to be a Pisces, but the energy is coming through. What this feels like to me, because you do have the 3 of Cups, which is all about celebration and like lightheartedness, and then you have this Page of Swords, which like I said represents a student. It does feel like this relationship wasn't that serious for some of you. I feel like the connection was very strong, but the relationship itself, because you have this kind of like celebratory vibe, it feels kind of more like a party, like a college party situation. Again, I'm not trying to say that is your situation, that's just kind of the vibe of this relationship is what it's coming through as. So it does feel, and even like this kind of looks like a party to me. So it doesn't really feel like this was an intensely serious relationship. At least for this person, I think for your person, they didn't see it as a very serious connection. That's not to say that there wasn't a deep connection there, but I don't think that your connection was that, like, it wasn't like a very long relationship in that sense. In terms of why you feel drawn to this person, again, I feel like, you had feelings, and then this, I don't think it was the most serious relationship, and I feel like you were hoping that it would turn into more, and at least from these cards, I mean, okay, you have the world, so it's like I feel like you were getting signs or possibilities that this could evolve into more, like you were like, like you were hoping, because the threes are also cards of growth and development. So with this high priestess, the feelings were there, and then there were also signs. Maybe this person was showing you things or telling you things that this could progress into more, that this would be able to turn into something more than what it was. But because I wonder if like you're in this right now, if you're wondering where it's going to turn into something more. Because like there is a lot of potential here, but it also feels like this person is just distracted. Like this person, again, like they might like to party, they might like to go out, they might like to just like to have fun, basically. I feel like this person does work quite hard. Again, I feel like this person is younger for a lot of you, or this person is like kind of starting out in their career, or again, they're in school. So it's like this person, like if they're in school, they study really hard, or if they're like, starting out in their career, they're working really hard to make a name for themselves. And because they're working really hard, they like to go out and like kind of let off steam in a way. And this person is not really looking for serious things at the moment. Again, I feel like for a lot of you, this third party situation is more work or school, and this person is just genuinely really focused on that. And so I feel like if you were in the past, if this person is like more from the past, like this person did have feelings for you, but I don't think they ever had the intention of this going somewhere more. And I think it almost kind of scared them probably when they met you, because like they were expecting this to be like fun and like a hookup, and then they met you and it was like, wait, this is like kind of deep, like this is like kind of, this could turn into more. And I think that kind of scared them, and they made the Page of Swords, pages in general are quite childish, so this person may have done or said things that were kind of hurtful, or like they just didn't really know how to take this, because again, they were expecting this connection to be fun and games, and it ended up there was more to it than just that. Like there ended up being some substance and some depth to it. And this person, I think, was kind of like, wait, I didn't really sign up for that. And so I feel like why you're still drawn to this is because there's a lot of confusion here. Like I understand why you guys are confused. Like there is potential here, but definitely it's not at this time. Again, if it was in the past, this person at the time was not ready for growth and development. Again, this person was still a page, and they're in this like kind of party phase. The world represents possibilities, and also represents the completion of a cycle. So I do think that this person is going to be able to kind of grow up a little bit, and I think that your connection has a chance to progress once this person does grow up a little bit. Like once this person kind of moves out of this Three of Cups like fun phase, that's when you can kind of move forward. And I think with this High Priestess, it's like you have the intuitive sense that this has a chance to be more, like you can sense that. But I think it's also probably pretty apparent that this person at the moment isn't ready for that. But again, once this person has kind of leveled up, that's when this relationship will progress more. When that's going to happen, the High Priestess tells us that we're not meant to know. The High Priestess is a card that comes up when we're not meant to know something. She's the secret keeper. And so in terms of timing, that's kind of a question mark. And I think that's also kind of something that you're meant to learn here is like, you have these intuitive, like you are a very spiritual person. You can feel things very deeply, but you don't want to get stuck in the spiritual realm either. It's like, I feel like you were looking at this relationship with like a 10-year or like, what's that, like a really long lens almost, where it's like other people were looking at it like, okay, like he doesn't want something serious, like what are you talking about? And you could see the potential there, like you knew what was going on underneath the surface. But again, it's like you're seeing like a year or 2 years into the future, and it's like this person, like you knew what they had the potential to be, but they don't even know that yet. Like they aren't really even fully aware of what they can be yet, or what the two of you could be together. So again, it's kind of a reminder to not get too stuck in like the spiritual realm, or not to get too stuck in, to just make sure that you're grounded as well, that you're seeing things, because again, like you're seeing things clearly, like your intuitive sense is correct, but not to get so lost that you're like, okay, well, this has to happen. Does that make sense? Where you're just like, because like you expect this to happen now, if that makes sense. Like you know what can happen, but like don't expect it to happen now at this moment, because this person isn't ready. They have to grow and they have to kind of change a little bit, but there is potential here, but don't expect it to happen like tomorrow. Does that make sense? I'm going to pull you some more cards from the Romance Angels Oracle deck. Why does pile 3 feel so drawn to this person, feel so attracted to this person? You guys have confidence. The situation is asking you to have faith. True love. This is the love of your life. And you also have attraction. You attract romantic love and living fully in the present moment. Okay. So like I was saying with that present moment, it's like try to learn to appreciate the present moment for what it is. It's like you obviously can sense this connection. You know the potential here. But don't let that like ruin your future, if that makes sense. It's like because you know what this can be, don't expect that to happen in the present moment to the point that you can't enjoy the present moment for what it is. You know, obviously if you are not okay with this being like a more casual relationship, that's one thing. But if you are okay with that, like don't necessarily expect it to turn into more right now to the point that you can't enjoy the present moment. And if you don't want it to be more of a casual connection, then kind of step back and wait for the future, because again, in the present moment, I don't see it being more than just kind of like fun. But there is this deep connection. Again, the other thing with the confidence is that, again, you're being asked to, like, this is, I think, kind of waking up your spiritual senses, showing you that you do have this intuitive sense, showing you that you do kind of know what's up. It's asking you to be confident in that. Like, if you're feeling this intuition, like, be confident and, like, be like, yeah, you know, I feel that and I know what it is. But at the same time, be confident in it, and then also understand that just because you know what the potential is doesn't mean it's going to happen right now. So trying to balance on like knowing what's like feeling this intuitive sense, feeling like drawn, feeling all of that, with also trying to reckon with what's happening in the present moment. So again, knowing that you have this, that you're right, that this is coming in the future, but then also knowing that at the present moment, what do I have? And then being like, is this enough for me right now? Am I okay with this? And I think the other thing too is when things like this happen, I think something that can be hurtful for people is like they know that this, like they have this intuitive sense it's going to turn into more, and in the present moment it's more of a casual connection, but they feel like there's these possibilities for it to turn into more later on down the line. And when that happens, again, it's like be confident. Like this is asking you to understand that your intuition is correct, but also like some warning that I would give from my personal experience is that if you're not okay with it being a casual connection, if you're not okay with it not turning into a romantic one or turning into one that has feelings, don't stay in that casual connection with the expectation that it turns into more, because that's how people get hurt. Like again, there's no guarantee on timing here. This person is a page. It's going to take them some time to level up to a king. Like they still have the knight phase to go to as well. So it might take some time. Again, with the world, they have to complete some cycle. The world is like a graduation. The page is a student. Like this person has to go through their studies and stuff before they can kind of become more serious. And so with this present moment, it's like, you know, understand that yes, your intuition is correct. What you're seeing is definitely possible, but also reckon with what's happening in the present moment. And am I okay with it? Am I just putting up with the present moment because of what I feel like the future can offer me? Or am I genuinely okay with it? I'm enjoying it and it's fun. So that's kind of my message there, is just, you know, if you're not okay with the present moment and you're only okay with it because you know it's going to turn into something more, just be careful, because that can turn into pain. Again, because there's no guarantee on timing here. It's like this person will grow up. This person is going to be able to get to the point where they're able to offer you something more. But it's going to take some time. So just be aware of that as you kind of move forward. That could be something helpful to consider. So that's what I'm seeing for pile 3. Again, there is definitely connection here, but this person at this time is just not ready for a deep connection. And this connection is kind of meant to kind of show you your spiritual side, meant to show you that you do have these intuitive senses, this intuitive gift that you can use to your advantage going forward. And there's definitely potential here, but this person has to kind of level up first. So again, that's what I'm seeing for pile 3. I hope that was helpful or provided clarity or insight. If it did resonate, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. Like I mentioned, I do have private readings if you're interested in the description box. Thank you guys for watching and sending lots of love and light your way. Ooh. Hi guys, if you chose pile 4 or the Moon Power Tarot with the labradorite palm stone, then welcome. This reading is for you. Let's see why you are so drawn to this person, to this relationship, to this connection. I hit the camera on accident earlier, so I was going to try and adjust it. Really quickly, I just want to mention that I've been posting more on my Instagram. If you're curious, it's the same username. I'll put it in the description box. I also offer private readings. If you are curious, that's also in the description box. Let's jump into your reading. We invite any ancestors, any spirit guides, any positive energies that want to communicate with us about everyone that chose pile 4 to please communicate in the most effective and concise way possible so that we can get the most accurate and helpful reading for everyone that chose pile 4 that we can. Again, asking, why does pile 4 feel so drawn to this person, to this connection? Why does pile 4... What about this connection is drawing pile 4 to it? Okay, you guys have the Ace of Swords in reverse, the 8 of Cups in reverse. Is this the 8 of Cups? Yes. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Let's get one more. Why does pile 4 feel so drawn to this person, this connection, this relationship? And you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Sorry, it still looks kind of like crooked to me, so I'm trying to make it a little bit better. Okay. And then the bottom of your deck is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the first thing that I'm seeing is that you have the 8 of Cups in reverse. So that card shows up when the 8 of Cups is like walking away from a situation. The 8 of Cups reverse is having a hard time walking away from something. So this connection may have ended, or it may be ongoing. You might know that it's maybe not the best for you, but you're having a hard time walking away from it. Regardless, you're just having a hard time leaving this connection behind. You have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So I feel like there was not a lot of clarity in the situation. The Ace of Swords upright represents truth, and the Queen of Swords upright is a very direct, very clear communicator. So with these cards being in reverse, I feel like there was just not a lot of clarity. Like maybe this person told you one thing and then did something else and then told you another thing again, just kind of like going back and forth. There just wasn't a lot of like clarity. It's quite a confusing situation. You do have a lot of air here, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is all represented. You do have some water as well, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then you have some fire too, but definitely like a lack of clarity, a lot of kind of confusing energy. And then you have the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands upright, that's your only card that's upright. The Knight of Wands is someone that is very impulsive, very fiery, someone that I would say is a little bit lustful. In a romantic connection, the Knight of Cups is the knight that is a little bit more of the romantic, that has feelings, a little bit more sensitive. The Knight of Wands is someone that's a little bit more sexual. They have more of like a sexual desire. So with the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Wands upright, I feel like this person, if this was like a sexual connection or it was like a romantic connection, this person was more sexually attracted to you and they were less interested in having a relationship with you. And they may have told you something else. They may have lied or just not been super clear. And I feel like that's kind of why you're having a hard time leaving, because this person hasn't really been honest with you. Or it's like every time you try to leave, this person tells you what you want to hear to keep you there. And again, this person is not really being direct. They're not really being clear. But this person, from what I'm seeing here so far, they don't really have feelings. It's more like a sexual thing. I'm going to pull some cards and clarify to see what else is going on. So why is the Ace of Swords reversed in this reading? Why is the Ace of Swords reversed here? How does it help us understand why pile 4 is so drawn to this person, to this connection? We have the 4 of Swords in reverse. We have the Hanged Man in reverse, clarifying the 8 of Cups. Why is the Queen of Swords in this reading? There's like a pretty clear message here with that Hanged Man. Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse? You have the 9 of Cups upright. And then clarifying the Knight of Cups in reverse, you have the 4 of Cups in reverse. And then the bottom of the deck now is the Fool. Okay, so with this 8 of Cups in reverse and the Hanged Man in reverse, you can see when the Hanged Man is, even when it's upright, you know, he's enlightened. When it's reversed, it's even more so, like he's aware of what's going on. So with this 8 of Cups in reverse and this Hanged Man in reverse, I feel like you know that this is not really serving you. You know this is not really the best situation for you. Sorry, this is so crooked. This is not the best situation for you. Like, you're aware of that, but you're having a hard time leaving it behind. Like, you feel stuck and you feel drawn to this connection. This is Pisces energy, by the way. Even though you know it's not good for you. And with this 4 of Swords in reverse and with the Ace of Swords in reverse, again, it feels to me like this person might be kind of trying to lie to you in some way or to tell you what you want to hear to keep you there. Like, see how this person has a crystal ball? This is making me think of, I've never seen Star Wars, but like, is it the Force? Like, when you use the Force to make people do things? I'm not sure if that's the plot of Star Wars, but from what I understand, that's something from Star Wars. So it feels like the person, like, basically using the Force to, like, get you to stay, or, like, again, just not really telling you the truth. And again, with this 4 of Swords in reverse and the 4 of Cups in reverse, I feel like in general this person is not super involved. Like, this person, maybe it's a lot of time they feel kind of indifferent, or like not, they don't really care about your relationship, they don't really care about what's going on. But then when you say, like, okay, I'm gonna leave, or you make it clear that you're not okay with it, or that you're gonna kind of leave this person behind, that's when they would kind of jump into action and be like, okay, wait, actually, no, I do have feelings, like, I just need some more time, or I do have feelings, I'm the way I show them is different, you know. It's like this person, but then once you stay, then they don't really do anything to change. That's kind of the energy here. With the 9 of Cups, it's like you do make this person happy, and there is like this element of, you know, this person makes you happy as well. But the 9 of Cups is also a card to me about kind of finding fulfillment in yourself. The 9s are kind of like single cards a lot of the time, and so even though there is an element of like this on the surface, I feel like it seems like this is like the best thing, or this feels like what you've always been wanting, but it's actually not. Again, I feel like this person is telling you one thing and doing another, or this person is just telling you what you want to hear. And so I feel like, again, you know that this is not the best situation for you. You know that this is kind of something that you should be leaving, but it's hard for you to leave. And I think it's because this person is telling you things, or this person is trying to like make you feel or make you feel like they feel a certain way. They don't actually feel that way. I feel like this person is not being truthful with you in terms of how they feel. And there's a lot of blocked energy. Again, you only have the 9 of Cups upright. There's a lot of reversed energy here. And with this Fool reversed, the Fool upright is all about a new journey, a new beginning, a fresh start. And so with this in reverse, it's like, it just feels like you're not getting that fresh start. It's like no matter what, like what you have the Ace of Swords in reverse too. Every time this person says things are going to be different, they say that things are going to change, they don't. And I don't see this person changing. Yeah, I just don't think that this person is willing to do the things that you need them to do to kind of move this forward. I'm going to pull you some cards from this. So again, I feel like why you feel so drawn to this person, it's not really based on truth. Like, the reason why, if it's this person's telling you things, it's because those things that person's telling you aren't really true. And again, I feel like there's not a lot of clarity here, where it's like you stick around because you genuinely have feelings for this person, and you genuinely like they make you happy and you feel like they have feelings for you. But again, this person, I'm not saying they don't have feelings, but their priority is probably more sexual. And I don't think that this person, it just feels like they're not being truthful with you about something, or they only really care when you're gonna leave, you know what I mean? And again, I don't see that changing. I think it's gonna keep staying the same. Like you're gonna kind of get stuck in that cycle of this person saying they're gonna change, saying things are gonna be different, saying they just need more time to figure out, but they actually don't really do anything. I'm going to pull you a few cards from the Romance Angels Oracle deck. So far you have Flirt and Commitment. And you also have Very Soon. So Flirt says, offer your lighthearted energy to others. And Commitment says your love life is being raised to a higher level of commitment. And then Very Soon, decide exactly what you want so it come to you as quickly as possible. A few things are coming through with this Flirt. Again, I feel like this person, again, they're more interested in the sexual, they're more interested in the lighthearted, they're not really looking for that commitment. However, I think that you have commitment coming in the future in a different connection. Again, I feel like you kind of know that this is not the best situation for you, and you probably might have an inkling that this person isn't really planning on committing. And with this Very Soon, the commitment and the Flirt, I feel like you have someone coming in soon that's going to be able to give you what you're hoping to have with this person, but with another person. Because this Very Soon says decide exactly what you want to come to you as quickly as possible. I think this connection is kind of meant to show you what you're looking for in a partner and how you want to be treated. So like, you know, it's okay, for example, I know like in my age group, for example, sometimes my friends are like, well, I feel like it's not like everyone just wants casual things. It's okay to want something that's not casual. It's okay to want something that's serious, and don't let people make you feel otherwise. And so with this Very Soon in the commitment, I think you're kind of being asked to evaluate what kind of relationship do you really want? How do you want your partner to treat you? How do you want them to act around you? Like what are your priorities in the relationship in that sense? And once you decide, it's going to come to you. So this connection is meant to show you, okay, what are you really looking for in a relationship? What are you okay with? What are you not okay with? And then allow you to manifest that to come into your life. Because again, you have someone coming in quite soon, I think, that's going to fit those things that you want. I just don't think you're going to be able to get those things that you're looking for with this specific person. So that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose pile 4. I hope that was helpful or provided clarity or insight. If it did resonate, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. Like I said, I mentioned, I offer private readings if you're interested. The link's in the description box below. Once again, thank you for watching, sending lots of love and light your way, and have a great day.